Hi. I've been doing real estate since the 1900s. It's true. It is true. And I just met Dylan for the first time about a minute ago. So he has no idea if I'm going to do any good. This could be horrible. I could just sit up here and just blow it, and we would blame it on him. Go, man, you got to vet your speakers a little bit better. So, and I don't even know most of you guys. There's a bunch of Oahu people here that I've never met. There's a lot of Big Island people I've never met. Some of my team is back there. Hi, thank you. We wear matching shirts because we're nerdy. It just makes it easier so we don't have to pick our clothes at all. I just get them shirts. So just wear that. You'll be fine. So, yeah, I'm on Oahu. I think we have one of the largest teams. I'm not sure. We have about 12 agents. Did 159 closings last year on Oahu, and maybe another 30 on Maui and a couple on Big Island. And I'm trying to open my iPad. And
on the screen too if you want to look forward.
Oh, thanks.
Yes, you have to look back.
So I can just see who I am?
There you go.
Oh, wow. All right. So I've been in real estate for 23 years, and I've been very blessed. But it wasn't always that way. I was born into a very wealthy family that fell apart when I was 7. My dad left us, me and my mom. She became a single mom. I became a latchkey kid. At about 9 years old, I started doing drugs. By 12, I was addicted. I was getting in trouble with the law. I remember sitting on the sidewalk as the cops were trying to decide what to do with this 12-year-old kid who had just vandalized a home for no reason. My life was headed in the wrong direction until early in high school, I met some really cool guys who invited me to a church. I found God. I met some good families. I got mentored by some good men. And I decided, someday I want to be like these men. I want to have a good family. I want to raise good kids. I want to be a good man. I want to be successful. And in particular, I met this one guy who had a beautiful family, was a good businessman, a really godly Christian man, and I thought, I want to be like that dude. And what I realized early on is I needed to change everything I knew, everything I was doing. On a daily basis, I needed to just become very different. And so I decided I wanted to be like that guy. And so my story is, if I can be successful at real estate, anybody can. Absolutely anybody. Because in junior high and high school, I was the kid that nobody wanted to be around. The parents chased me out of their homes, and I was probably the least likely to succeed. The beauty of real estate is your history doesn't really matter. What does matter is your daily habits. And if you haven't read a book, there's a great book called Ninja Selling by Larry Kendall. If you've never read that, you should get a copy, download it, audio, listen to it now during my talk. Just completely ignore me, put your earbuds on, and just start listening to it now. I'm going to give you the very brief Ninja 9 Habits. So this book became the foundation of my team and my sales for the last 5 years or so. And it's really just about doing the right habits to make sure that your business is attracted to you. And the whole idea is, instead of pursuing people, we try to attract them, which at EXP, that's a beautiful thing, right? We love to attract. So I want to talk today briefly about the Ninja 9 Habits. By the way, this is my family now.
Wow.
Yeah. So I paid those people to stand there in that picture. And they're very good models. No, that's my wife of 20 years. 20 years next month. Yeah. So if I ever end up dead, she will be the one who murdered me, for sure. But yeah, I'm very blessed. The Ninja 9 is what I want to talk to you about today. If you follow these 9 habits, you are extremely likely to be successful in real estate. If you show me your daily habits, I can predict your future. So what are your habits in real estate? Let's start the first one. Every morning, the Ninja 9 habits tell us to get up and be grateful. Start your day with gratitude. Do not start your day on, God forbid, TikTok. I don't have TikTok at all. I'm sure some of you are crushing it there. That's fine. But do not start your day on Words with Friends, some stupid game. Don't read the news ever. The news is, all sides of the news are garbage. I like to start my day, personally, I'm a religious Christian person. I don't like to say it that way, but that's what people call me. So I start my day with gratitude. I pray, I read my Bible. But whatever you are, you should start your day by yourself. Don't let the world throw all of its crap into your brain and get you going. In fact, don't even check your email. Okay? Here's something I've learned. This has taken me 23 years in the business to learn. If you send out a bunch of emails in the morning, your day is shot because you're going to start getting a bunch of activity back right away. If you want to take control of your morning, let your inbox sit for 30 minutes. So the Ninja 9, the first step is start with gratitude. And it's also a time of meditation and planning. And to tell you the truth, I spend almost an hour every morning planning. My day, my week, my month, my year. In the morning, I spend an hour planning. Which clients am I going to call this week? I look at my tasks and my calendar before I really do anything. So I see names on my calendar. I see agents I'm trying to attract to the company. I see clients I'm following, escrows, but I'm just planning. I'm not actually doing. So I'm starting my day, gratitude. I'm thankful for my life, for my health. I'm alive. I don't live in communist China or Ukraine right now. I'm grateful to be alive. I'm grateful that for now we live in a capitalist country where working hard in real estate can be a really good life. That's my first step. By the way, I didn't make any of this up. This is all from the book. So if you're bored right now, just start listening to the book. Okay? Second thing. Just move the slide on here. Write 2 personal notes. I buy on Amazon a set of 50 blank note cards for about $10, 50 cents each. And I try to send 2 handwritten note cards 3 days a week. Not every day because I'm lazy. There's a lot of things I don't do every day, but there's a lot of things I do weekly and monthly. This is one of the things I do about 3 days a week. This week, Ryan, who's one of my new rock star agents, came out of the military. Thank you for your service. Has killed more bad guys than any of us. He sent me a handwritten note. And it was so nice. I would read it to you, but I would cry. And it was so nice. And I thought, oh, this is why I send notes. Because he sent me this beautiful poetic note. And by the way, here's a guy who used to carry a machine gun like 10 minutes ago. And he was just expressing gratitude. Thanks for letting me join the team, etc. And when you send a handwritten note to people, especially guys, it has an effect. You kind of expect it from women a little bit more. But then like some burly guy like Dylan sends you a handwritten note, which I don't know if he does, but if he did, you'd be impressed. You'd go, wow, a note card from a dude with horrible writing. Awesome. I had a listing appointment, about a week ago. Ray was there with me. On the way home, I said, Ray, do you know what I'm going to do now? He goes, what? I said, I'm going to send 2 handwritten notes to them today. I mailed those out. This is a $2 million listing. 3 days later, I get a text. Hey, thank you so much for the note card. Send 2 written notes to people. Just put it in your tasks, in your calendar. It's something we do to just keep all your business flowing. In the ninja selling method, they call it being in flow with your clients. Okay, just being in flow with your sphere, with agents, everything, okay? Number 3, who's controlling the slides, by the way? Oh, thank you. Number 3, the third habit is a daily thing, which is your daily hot list. So this could be mostly clients. For me, who's moving in the next few weeks, months, immediately? Who is ready to go now? And I just need to figure out how to make it happen, right? Over the years, I've missed so many transactions because I forgot to follow up with somebody. I've had clients that, like, we looked at houses on Saturday, but 1 week went by and they went to an open house and wrote an offer with that numbskull at the open house who didn't ask them if they had an agent. I'm thinking of one particular client. And they walked in and met this really good agent, Dan Madden, and he wrote the offer on the house and they bought it. And I was like, but I was working with you. You were my client. 5 days ago, we were looking at other houses, and the buyers don't know anything. They're like, we didn't even realize we have to write the offer with. They're stupid. And it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, we have to work with you? And I'm like, what do you think I'm doing? I'm not a tour guide. And they were just like, oh, sorry. We wrote the offer with Dan. And I called Dan, who's my friend. Dan, you wrote an offer with my client. And he goes, oh, I didn't know they didn't say anything. Right? Whose fault is that? It's my dumb fault. Because I let space get between me and my client. So every single day, if you're going to be good at anything in sales and real estate, anything in life, you got to follow up your hot list every day. People who are active now, don't let a day go by where you're not thinking about what. Now, you don't have to call them every day and show up on their door, but every day you better be thinking about, what properties am I sending them? Is my search up to date? Do I need to talk to them today? Don't let a day go by on your hot list where you're not planning, executing, because any space between you and your client, you could lose them, okay? You sort of have to live in fear that way as a realtor, because everybody's trying to take your client away from you, right? So you sort of have to live in fear. Next one is your warm list. Now, warm list every day, every single day, warm list is, I'm not ready to go. I'm not quite ready to move, buy, sell, whatever, but I'm thinking about it, okay? Now, with those people, I do not follow up with them every single day like some kind of crazy person, but I am thinking about every day, when is my next follow-up? When is my next contact? When is their search going to change? What criteria do I need to fix? Your warm list is everyone who's going to move in the next 6 months. Okay? So if someone says, this is what buyers and sellers say to you, I'm not moving for a long time. Oh, how long? I'm not moving for 5 months. And you're like, can I come to your house right now in 5 minutes? Can I be there tomorrow? Can I come give you your listing presentation now? And they're like, it's in 5 months. Okay, I'll try to wait. And as an agent, you want to like get them in the door now. They want to move in 5 months. You want to write an offer today, right? That's how you feel. So every day, warm list. Every day hot list, every day warm list. Okay. Number 5, I think, is weekly customer service calls. So every week, remember, we're talking about your daily and weekly habits. Every week, you better be in contact with your active clients. So these are people in escrow, buying, listed, who are not in escrow, but they're planning, maybe you're prepping their listing. Every single week, every client needs a phone call. Not a text, not an email, a phone call. Hi, Jeff. Just checking in. I have nothing to report, but I just want to stay in touch with you. I send an email to my clients almost every day if they're in escrow or listed or prepping to list. Every day they get at least an email or a call that says, I have nothing to report. I have no update. That's if you searched my emails for the subject line, no update, there would be millions of people getting no update. And you know what they say in response always? Thanks for the update. Because I say, hey, Jeff, no update for you. Your listing looks good. We don't have any whatever, but nothing to report. Thanks for the update. So every week, you're contacting your clients by phone, text, email, Always. Never let any space get between you and your email, in your clients. By the way, any space at all, this is something I've learned. Any space at all between you and anyone means they're moving away from you. Okay? I'll tell you a brief story. I had a very prominent broker from Coldwell Banker who was getting ready to come over to EXP this week. And I noticed in the last 4 days that she wasn't calling me back or texting me. And I thought, oh my gosh, something's wrong, I'm losing her. And sure enough, I lost her. I'm like, the space, any space at all means you're losing them. Clients, agents, anybody. So don't let the space happen. Okay, next, 2 real estate reviews. Now, a real estate review, what is that? How many of you send real estate reviews? The only people probably who've read the Ninja book. All right. I'll tell you from my personal experience. I own a couple properties on the mainland. And I have an agent there with Berkshire Hathaway because, long story, but whatever. So I have an agent in another state on the mainland, Berkshire Hathaway, sold me a couple properties. And I have emailed her a few times and said, can you tell me frequently how much my property is worth? And so instead, she doesn't. As a realtor, if you want to have about 200 clients. Okay, in your sphere. Just write that down, jot it down in your memory somewhere. If you have 200 clients over a lifetime, that's enough. You'll make so much money off 200 people because typically 10 or 15 will move every year. That's all you need. If you have 200 clients and you want to keep that business locked in, like in your pocket, you are the go-to, then what you want to do is at least once a year, you want to hand them or mail them, but better if you hand it to them, a printed property report with their comps, their TMK, their tax records, everything you can print quickly off MLS. Like we can print it in 2 minutes. You can pull up their TMK and just print it all. It's 10 pages, put it in an envelope. Hi, Mr. Seller, as a service to you, I just want to give you your property profile and your value once a year. Here it is. Have a great day. You do that for your clients at least once a year for all your clients. That real estate review will turn into business. If you do it in person, they say that about 30% of the time you'll get a referral. So I'm lazy. My assistant mails out 3 of them twice a week. Okay, so do the math on that, I don't know, throughout the year. She mails out 3 real estate reviews twice a week. She sends them to me, I look at the comps, I go, yep, looks good, value looks decent. She sends it out, okay? Dylan right now is probably thinking about hiring her to do that, but you want someone, I can't tell you, but you want someone to do that for your team. You want real estate, and by the way, the best way is in person. Don't hire, don't be lazy like me. Do it yourself. Deliver it in person, bring some cookies, provide some value. That's how you lock in your clients. No one can get in between me and my clients as far as I'm concerned. Like, that's my top priority. My top priority in life is that's my client. I'm hold on to them for dear life. And I lose a lot. I still lose a lot. Okay? I've lost clients this year. Since January. I've had clients that have bought and sold with me 10 times that I've lost this year. It's not because I'm bad at real estate. It's just life. Just life gets in the way. People come and go. Things change. I emailed my client Dave. I'm like, Dave, what's happening? I did like 10 deals. Did I blow it? Something wrong? I'm sorry. No response. Lost client. Happens to everybody. Don't beat yourself up. It's just stupid humanity. That's just the way life is. Don't beat yourself up over it. It happens to everybody, okay? All realtors get fired like 50 times a year. Don't worry about it. Just press on. Do the habits and the success will come. Next one. Schedule 50 live contacts a day. No, a month. Schedule 50 live contacts. So, yeah, so weekly, you schedule them. You can't meet 50 people a week. Okay, every week, you're trying to schedule a constant flow of 50. So here's how that works for me. I just showed Troy on the way. Where's Troy? Where's my guy? Troy is my rock star, Oahu, new team lead on Oahu. I showed Troy on the way over. I said, look at my calendar. Lunch Tuesday, lunch Wednesday, lunch Thursday. I don't have a lunch Friday. It's driving me crazy. Coffee Monday, coffee Tuesday. I don't have a coffee Wednesday. I hate that. I want my calendar will predict my success, right? If you look at your 2 weeks out and it's blank, guess what? You're not getting paid in 4 weeks or 6 weeks. So if you want success, all you have to do is fill your calendar. You just have to get in front of people. And here's how you do it. This is how I do it, okay? This is my dumb method. I personally use it. You don't have to use it. I send a text first or an email first. Hey, Jeff, it's been a while. We should catch up sometime. No agenda. I let a week or two go by. Give him a call. Hey, Jeff, how's it going? Hey, man, I just wanted to catch up. We should get together sometime in a few weeks. It's harder to say no. Yeah, we should grab coffee sometime. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't just want to catch up. I don't really have anything to tell you. Okay. Let's just connect, okay? And in a few weeks, hey, Jeff, let's grab coffee next Thursday. Again, no agenda, just want to stay in touch. When I meet them, I do the Ford questions, the F-O-R-D questions that Ninja Selling talks about. Everybody buy the book. Family, occupation, recreation, dreams. How's your family? How's your job going? What are you doing for fun these days? What's your plans for the next few months, years? I just ask them about me. I want to talk as much about them and as little about me as humanly possible. If you talk about the other person, they feel liked. If you talk about yourself, you look like an idiot. So I spent most of my life looking like an idiot. Now I try to talk about other people more. Works a little better, okay? Schedule 50 live contacts. So weekly I'm scheduling. So by the way, I block it. So I say like this calendar time, I'm just scheduling people. For me, it's usually in the afternoons. I have found that mornings are not a good time to ask people to do things. I like to wait till the afternoon when they're kind of like, bored a little bit. And then I call and say, let's have coffee next week. Because if you call them Monday morning, as many people do to me, they're, like escrow officers or whatever, like Monday morning, I'm supposed to do my job. So they call me and they're like, Tony, can we have lunch next week? And I'm like, my inbox is pretty full. I don't know what's happening. I'm more likely to say no. Toward the afternoon, when my week is a little more quiet, I'm more likely to say yes. So that's just something that I personally realize about myself. So I do it back to other people. I don't want to call people at 8 a.m. any day and ask for anything, appointment-wise, right? 8 a.m. I'm kind of like starting planning. Maybe I'll bother my loan officers because, they deserve it. But I don't ask clients for things and agents for things in the morning, okay? This is maybe the most important one for actually closing escrows. Okay, so listen up. If you have not been paying attention, now would be a good time to start. Put down your Words with Friends or your Fruit Blaster, whatever you got. Update your database and your MLS searches. Okay, here's why. Over the years, I've been in business 23 years. There have been many times where I didn't send a listing to somebody and therefore they bought it with someone else. Or they sold with someone else because they didn't see a comp in their neighborhood that I didn't send them. Okay? And the MLS searches are not great. The way that listings go out, it's not amazing. I don't like it. I think KV Core is better. I think the MLS Touch app on Oahu is a little bit better. But whatever you do, whatever method, it doesn't really matter what method you use. What matters is that you habitually do it. Any client's sphere, anybody who owns a house, anybody who might buy a house, anybody who might ever sell anything should be getting very specific personalized listings. That is one of the big values that we provide. Okay, so if you own, let's say you own a house in the Palisades and no one is sending you the comps in the Palisades, and all of a sudden some brand new agent comes and says, hey, look at this house sold in your neighborhood. You might work with that brand new agent just because, oh, I didn't know this house sold for that much. And if you're a buyer and you just happen to not get a listing that you might be interested in buying, but someone else sent it to you that's maybe like not your agent. So let's say you're my agent. Hi, what's your name? Chris is my agent. But Chris fails to send me this one weird listing that doesn't quite fit the criteria. But Ashley sent it to me. Sorry, Chris, man. Ashley sent it to me, and so I got to go with her. I have gotten that email or text from my clients before where I just didn't send the right listing. So here's what I do with this, and I'm going to use Ryan as an example. So Ryan got a lead this week, $2 million for what was it? Single family on an acre. Okay, so Ryan gets a lead. Single family home on an acre up to $2 million. So I said to Ryan, send her some $2 million condos and say, I just want to make sure that you don't want this. Okay. I said, send her some $3 million single family on a small lot. Why? Because buyers are liars. Okay? And I'll give you the best example of buyers are liars ever that I ever had. I had a buyer, it's like, I want to buy a $600,000 single family in west side of Oahu. I showed them a bunch. They wrote a couple offers. Didn't get accepted. This is a while ago. Didn't get accepted. Couple months goes by because I'm a bad real estate agent and I didn't stay up to date with them. And they bought a $1.5 million house that looked like a castle on the east side, the opposite side of the island. It was completely not what they told me they wanted. And they bought it. And I said, bro, what happened? Like, I even had a buyer's rep agreement, but I was so new and dumb, I didn't know what to do with it. And they said, well, we were just driving around and we went to the other side and we saw this open house and we bought it. Well, as soon as they didn't buy the ones that I had shown them, I should have expanded my search. I should have said, well, okay, that didn't work. Let's go to a different area. Let's go to a different price. Let's try a different type of property, right? Because when buyers are liars, it's not because they're maliciously lying. They just have no idea what's out there. So if you are, right now, like you might have a client that you're stuck on. They want an $800,000 single family in this area. And you're like, I can't find him anything. Immediately, today, change the criteria. Go up 25% in price, go down 25% in size, expand the regions to triple the radius you've been at, find something find a condo. Find something completely different. Update your searches because you have to constantly update your searches for people. If you don't do that, you're going to lose people. If you do it all the time, you're going to have way more sales than you would have had. Way more. And here's another example, okay? I have tons of stories because I've failed a lot. Right now, I have a listing with a guy, $1.3 million condo. He told me, we're moving to the mainland. I said, okay, awesome. Let's list your condo. Okay. So it's incoming soon right now on Oahu. And I'm over there last week. We're staging his condo. He goes, oh, by the way, I bought another condo here. What the crap are you talking about? You told me you're moving to the mainland. Oh, yeah, we walked into the new home construction and they were cute, so we bought one. I was like, I hate you so much. All I had to do was walk you 100 yards to the Ward Village new condos they bought in A'ali'i for $1 million. And I lost that sale because I'm an idiot. And so I told Ryan said, I got this $2 million single family buyer. I said, immediately take them to the new condos. Yeah, you know those 1 acre parcel houses you're looking at? Yeah, they're in this condo building over here. They're right here. Just take a look. Because buyers are liars, but also because we're very narrow focused. And we need to kind of broaden, like, if the right person brings you the right product, you might buy it right now, even though you're not thinking about it. And the best agents are the ones who are resourceful and constantly thinking about, well, how can I close this? How can I move on from this? I'm stuck here, let's close it. I need to find a way to close it, right? Be resourceful. So if you're stuck, find another way. Okay.
Sorry, Tony, can I ask one question?
No. Just go ahead. No, okay. Yes, of course. Hi, what's your name?
Hi,
Ivory.
With the agency team Hawaii.
Okay.
EXP.
What is that? What is that? I'm joking. Go ahead.
Our MLS searches cap at 100. Would that be an appropriate number of
listings?
Yeah, 100 listings you can send.
Wow.
Would that be good? I mean, I'm asking how broad can we revamp?
Yeah.
Would be forced them and having them
I would never.
Listings on the MLS right now anyway.
Yeah. So I never send more than a few listings at a time.
Okay.
And now I like to send them by text. I have found that email is dying. And here's how I know. This is my daughter's iPad. I could not find her email application. She doesn't have it anywhere on her homepage or anywhere. You have to like search in apps. She doesn't use email. Okay? So I send by text now. So whatever method. On Oahu, we use an app called MLS Touch to text, or we can text from our website. If you can text properties one at a time, I think that's probably better. No one is probably going to look at 100 listings. I think what you want to do is be more categorical, like, what about this category of properties? I know you want this old house on big land. How about new condo-ish? No? Okay. How about this area? Much higher price? No? Okay. And we say it in a way that's not stupid. We say, now just to make sure, I know you're looking for this, but this type of property would never work for you, right? And then they go, well, it might. God, I got you. I knew it, you liar. All right. Lying buyers. Hate you guys. All right. Joking. Okay. Bonus. I use an app. It's free, called Toodle-Doo. There's another good one. I think that's called Remember the Milk. I put everything in my life on repeating task reminders. So when I wake up in the morning, as part of my daily gratitudes and my planning, I look at an app called Toodle-Doo, and it's mostly a list of names, people I'm following up with that are on repeat. They're either on weekly, monthly, quarterly, or annual repeat. So if I have a client, let's say, who is just Sphere and they're not moving anytime soon, they're probably on a quarterly repeat, where I just see their name in the morning. Oh, okay, I'll just call Jeff, text Jeff, email Jeff, do something with Jeff. Quarterly, done. I click it off, he comes back a quarter later, he pops up on my screen. I use that app. I've used that app for 23 years. That's probably a lie. 20 years. I think I started a little later. But it's originally I started using a Franklin Covey, which I don't even know if that exists anymore. He's like 100. Oh, hi. I didn't even see you there. Sure. No. So I use Toodle-Doo, and I live by it. And I use Google Calendar a lot for repeating tasks and events. I try to automate everything, and I tell people I try not to remember anything. People sometimes ask me, like, how do you keep track of 27, 35 escrows? And I say, I don't. I don't know what's going on any of them until I look in my spreadsheets, in my tasks, in my calendar. When I wake up in the morning, I have no idea what's happening, and that's how I like it. Otherwise, I can't sleep. Right? I want to be able to sleep, so I purposefully try not to remember anything. My wife's like, what are you doing today? I don't know. Look at my calendar. Oh, now I know. Great. That's how I like it. Okay? If you want to operate at a high volume, you can't use all your mental energy to do it. You have to use systems to do it. Okay? That's all for me. Thank you guys so much.